CMA, and what we did on May 1st was we, at the town meeting, with the vast majority, almost unanimous, passed ranked choice voting, which was a shock, you know. And our process compared to Tom and undoubtedly a lot of other people really took like from January to May 1st. So it was a very short time. My 4 words of wisdom or learnings from it are, firstly, if I can do it, anybody can do it, truly. Number 1. Number 2, you really want to know your audience for your pitch, very importantly. 3, learn the rules. You know, what are the rules in your town? And you better follow them, otherwise you're not going to be able to move ahead. And the 4th thing is, it'll come to me in a minute, make friends in high places, which is kind of what you were talking about before. But if I could just start with anybody can do this, if I did it, anybody can do it, is that I kept on trying to convince all my friends who really know a lot about town government to do this, and all of them went, no. So finally I said, well, I know nothing about this, but I guess I'll do it. So that's why I'm saying that, and the first few meetings I was in, the people just kind of put their head down, you know, it's like, ugh, what's she talking about? So I didn't kind of do it as well as I would have liked to. But my friend Stefan said, you know, Kate, you just kept on showing up. So maybe that's what it's about, just keep on showing up. I can't tell you how many iterations my slide presentation went through. Really, it'd be embarrassing, but a lot of them. I presented at the League of Women Voters a couple of times, and my friend Diane Proctor from the Concord Carlisle League of Women Voters is here. I gathered my friends who knew a lot about this and said, what's your advice? And what was the blessing for me is, know your audience. Concord was predisposed to doing this, right? As opposed to other communities. So it just really required somebody to kind of put it before them. And what's your message? I really didn't go into the whole counting issue with people who didn't need to think about the counting. You know, I just talked to them about this is, as a voter, this is all you need to know. And if you're for more democracy, more better, Concord stands for democracy, let's do this. So that was really the simple message that I kept on saying over and over again. But I made a point of having my good friend, Greg Dennis, nearby for all those questions about, you know, moving it from one point to another, and what if this happens and what if that happens. We got on our side early on the League of Women Voters, which was heaven, and also the chair of the select board, and she suggested we meet with the board of registrars and the town clerk. And so had a number of meetings with them, and they asked a lot of nitty-gritty questions, and quite honestly, they weren't all in favor of it. But what the town clerk kept on coming back to is, I'm not asking for your opinion on ranked choice voting, I'm asking you, is this implementable? And fundamentally, they were cornered, and they said, well, yeah. It's like, that's all we need to know. So when we went to the town meeting, it's like, the town voted yes on 2, the League of Women Voters wants it, the select board wants it, the Board of Registrars says they can implement it. What's the problem? So it went through. So that's all. So I'm really grateful to all the support I got from Concord and from Greg, and we're looking forward to using it. That's all.